Dr. James Hayward. It's been a rough week for biotech stocks, but it's been a great month for shares of Applied DNA Sciences. Your stock's up over 80%. You hit a number of significant milestones in the past month. Before we talk about those milestones, exactly tell me what you do. You're in the authentications business.
Yes, we utilize DNA tags that we construct from botanical sources to mark a variety of items. And the purpose to mark those items is to either prevent their theft or to track divergent product if it goes off a defined supply chain, or worse yet, to prevent the incursion of counterfeit products into legitimate supply chain.
And earlier this month, you said you caught 100 criminals because of your particular technology. It sounds very CSI, very forensic files, very cool. How'd you do it?
It is very CSI. In fact, what we do for a good lot of the marketplace in Europe, where the guards do not have weapons, the guards that move cash from institution to institution. So we have a device in every ATM, in every cash in transit bag, that decorates all of the cash that the guard is carrying the moment it's stolen. And the DNA that decorates that cash is unique to that singular ATM or that singular cash box. We've trained all 52 police departments within the UK to recognize that mark, and that mark is fully forensic. It's the DNA kind of gold standard in the courts. So as a consequence, we've had uncanny success in the prosecution of these criminals. In fact, we have over 150 cases, 150 of them, or rather 101 of them, have gone to trial, and for those 101, we've received 100% convictions. It's very powerful.
It's pretty cool stuff. And just a few weeks ago, you bought Vandaele Research, an outfit for $1.5 million. How will this help your manufacturing of your technology?
Yes, it was very much a strategic acquisition. We had used Vandaele to outsource some of our production in the past, and we were very impressed. Alone, we have enormous capacity to manufacture DNA, but combined with Vandaele, we, without doubt, have the world's largest capacity to manufacture DNA, and we can do it under unusual circumstances. So it does not involve fermentation. It produces the world's purest form of DNA, very useful both in our work and in the generation of DNA vaccines and gene therapies.
And you also recently signed a deal with Creative Labels. This is a pilot program, so I guess you can put your botanic DNA into labels to track clothing to make sure it's real, right?
Right. So botanical just means plant. So we start with the genome of a plant, slice it and dice it a little bit, and arrange it so that we prepare a unique mark. Now we can put that mark on virtually anything. We have yet to fail. And included amongst the spectrum of things would be diamonds, cash, currency, plastics, print inks, etc. But it also includes the packaging. So by authenticating the outside package, you of course authenticate the inside. We've been able to do the same with pharmaceutics by marking the individual doses, one pill at a time.
All right, and then finally, all this stuff sounds really cool, but investors need to make money sooner or later, and so do you. Wall Street expects you to lose about 53 cents in 2015, about half of that next year. Talk about the path to profitability.
Sure. Well, remember, we're a biotech company, but largely with a technology outlet, so that we're viewed by many investors as a tech investment. But we have a biotech history. However, we have no regulatory approval, so we can be very, very fast to market. So if you look at our performance over the last 3 quarters, we've grown our top line 50% consecutively for each of the last 3 quarters. If you go back 5 quarters, that growth rate is over 35%. So we're in a marketplace where we can grow almost as a step function very, very quickly, not y equals mx plus b. And I think the market is beginning to appreciate the potential for that performance against a huge background of total addressable market.
All right. Well, thanks a lot, Dr. James Hayward.
Thank you, Greg.
For talking
My
about
pleasure.
it. And thank you for watching The Street.